You're going to want to thank the individual. You're going to want to thank the individual that invited you tonight. And we're going to get started in the next minute. If we've not previously yet met, I am your host, Myra Ferreira. I am based in Tampa, Florida, living in the Sunshine State, and just privileged, definitely grateful as well to be able to connect with you all on this level. So again, welcome, welcome. We got about 60 seconds. You can go ahead and just send those reminder messages out. You don't want them to miss a second of this powerful, powerful information. And on that note, it is 7:05. I see that our phenomenal guest speaker tonight has already joined us. And let's go ahead and get into this information. So as I mentioned before, my name is Myra Ferreira. I'm one of your executive sales directors with this program. And I'm going to be very, very transparent with you all. I am a hardworking mother, head of my household, and I have the opportunity to be able to plug in and connect with you all. So I don't want to be a total stranger. I know if we have never met before, again, I'm Myra Ferreira, based in Tampa, Florida. I'm originally a New York native. I'm what they call an executive director with this opportunity and platform. And that's really not that big of a deal. But what I can tell you is I am also a proven result of the power behind the information we get to share tonight. I was introduced to this program in 2018 in a moment of great need. And what I'll tell you is regardless of any years of formal education, and regardless of any years of having to actually work for a living, even having multiple jobs, what this program afforded me was the change from being denied to getting approved. And when it comes to being an adult, I think we can agree no one likes to be told that they can't do the things that they want to do, and even less the things that they need to do. Thanks to being a product of this program, within a few months, I was able to see a double and triple digit increase to my credit score again, thanks to this amazing platform. So what I've been able to do since then is share the information with those who are seeking change, seeking financial advancement, and also very serious about our goals. So I'm not going to take too much of your time for tonight. I'm going to generally go over what it is that our program entails. Perhaps you have the question and curiosity about improving your credit or your financial circumstances, or maybe you were looking to generate some additional income because rises continue to cost. Inflation is not our friend. And at the end of the day, bills need to get paid. And having your finances in order grants you access to more options. So I'm very much moved about being able to serve you all. Like I said, tonight, I am really the least of the deals tonight. Truly, I'm just a small factor that gets to contribute to this. And I'm grateful because we get to connect. And I will tell you, a lot of times we disqualify ourselves, not knowing that we have access to tools that will completely change our lives. So I'm going to get into sharing my screen for tonight. And then we'll have definitely our big deal, huge leader, phenomenal example. Go ahead and share the details more in depth, right? So just tune in, give us your time. It will be absolutely worth it. But let's get started. Now, as far as the services that we offer, I mentioned briefly, I learned about this information in 2018, and this was the picture. I'm going to paint it for you at that time and what my circumstances consisted of. I was working to make ends meet full-time, and again, paying my bills as I thought I could best, and also with a 15-year work history. But throughout none of my years of growing up did I understand that your credit score is not based on your work experience or profile. And it didn't matter how great of a person you tried to be. At the end of the day, that 3-digit credit score even determines your 5-digit zip code. So I got started with what we get to share tonight, which is the UCES Protection Plan. Now understand, our company has been able to service clients for over 17 years with this phenomenal program that covers all bases. So this website right here, if you're seeing my screen, is what you'll get access to following this call to be serious about the decisions you'd like to make with your finances. You get to partner with the company. We're able to help you get on track to achieve excellent financial fitness, right? Again, over 17 years, hundreds of thousands of people who have seen and obtained proven results. And what we're able to do is combine all the services so you get the deepest discounted rate to cover all bases, right? It's a simple process that you have the guided support. And this is what our all-inclusive membership contains. We have our credit restoration product. That is our flagship product. It has no comparison to other options out there. And here's why. The reason is our company gets you started with the services offering that support. They do a detailed analysis of all 3 credit bureau reports, and any item that is negatively affecting your credit score or not verifiable, not yours, invalid, is actually disputed with aggressive, proper language to achieve the soonest results. You have the quickest turnaround time in this industry, and as well, you're being able to access and take those steps forward with all 3 credit bureaus. See, some other options out there only focus on one or another, or they only handle a certain number of items. You're going to have, again, the most aggressive approach with the fastest turnaround time for your individual circumstances. You also get credit monitoring. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen things where there's offers sometimes for a monthly service fee, could be around $20 or so for credit monitoring. But the beauty of this is it's combined with our program. To me, that definitely reflects transparency. I could tell you how amazing this is, but until you can see how it's helping you for your personal circumstances, I think it's not, again, the transparency makes it all inclusive. I think it's missing something if it's lacking that transparency. Plus, you can see with projections on the steps you can take to continue increasing your score. You have access to Rocket Lawyer, which is a legal suite. That already on its own was a successful company and program available independent. They saw what we've had going on, and they decided to make that available for all of our clients. So you get discounted rates for attorney needs. If you ever find yourself having to consult, you can actually get deeply discounted access to the services. Think about even creating your own lease agreements or notes, or again, it's just the legal guidance for peace of mind. That's an amazing, amazing service, all part of this entire membership. You also get identity monitoring. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if you've ever heard about a tiny little company called Allstate. Yeah, probably a very common name across the states. And what I'll tell you as well, they have partnered with us to offer our clients up to $1 million of identity theft protection. Now, if your credit score is in the low, 400 and 500s, you're not necessarily going to be an attractive target. But what I'll tell you with this process, you certainly want to take advantage of protecting that. You can get alerts to your phone. You can actually identify fraudulent transactions, and just think about the protection. Again, it's offers and it covers your entire household. You also get a budgeting tool. Now, the thing about budgeting is if you're not watching where your money goes, chances are it's going to things that are not investing in your future. This is a simple personalized budget option where you enter in your details and you can have a clear game plan to get to the next level of goals that you have. Also, credit builder, because having an excellent credit score is a combination of getting rid of the negative things that affect you, but also being knowledgeable on the positive influences to continue increasing your score. Moving along, you also have access to credit attorneys. So if there are ever inaccurate items that you need additional assistance, or if they're difficult to remove factors that are affecting you, you can get expert advice. Now, the big deal about the attorney aspect to this is, if you think about even credit restoration, even legal matters, you have the absolute right to even defend yourself in the court of law. Like, I could do so, but what I'll promise you is that if I ever find myself in a jam, I would so much rather rely on the professionals. Drop me a 1 if that makes sense to you in the chat. Understand, I want you to see the value you get with this, because think about even an average cost. It's usually 3 figures if you had to actually pay for an attorney out of pocket. So again, that's just another example on how our membership is all inclusive of things that bring value to the table. Also, you have a debt payoff calculator. I don't know if you knew this, but 30% of how your credit score is calculated is based on how much you owe according to how much available credit that you have. Our debt payoff calculator puts you with projections on track to eliminate all of your balances in the most effective and smart way, so that you can actually see by date when your balances are down to 0. You get a financial lockbox. Everyone has heard about things like your cloud and all those online safeguards. But here's the thing with your financial lockbox, you can have everything in one central location, accessible with a username and password for all of your actual accounts and profiles. I just had a circumstance with having to replace my phone, and all those verification steps are, stressful. But again, the peace of mind of having it in one location is super convenient. And your net worth calculator, because at the end of the day, you don't have to be a Bad Bunny or Beyonce or Karol G or anyone famous to have a net worth. We all have a net worth we just might not want to know what it is if we're not participating in our own financial rescue. Savings goal calculator, that's for someone, let's say as myself, aiming for home ownership sooner rather than later. So we're looking at a way to, that you have a tool to plan out your very own savings goal. Maybe you're like me too, who loves the vacation. Maybe you have a big family event coming up. Maybe you're looking to do something for the holidays. How do you get it done? By taking advantage of a tool such as this. Now, there's a will and trust portion with our program as well. And I'm going to tell you right now, the only guarantee in life is that you're not going to make it out alive. So to think about the heartache that that could potentially cause, but also embracing the peace of mind with having a plan in. I will tell you a true story. I was 24 when my father passed away. And one thing that I will forever be grateful for is that he was able to tell us and leave a specific request so that all that he had worked his whole life for was allocated the ways that he wished. Now, as well, the YFL Family Mint, as I disclosed before, I'm a hardworking mother of 4, and I would always love for any of my children and any youth in general to do so much better than I've ever done. I would love for my mistakes to count not once, twice, but even 100,000 times so that I can help impact someone else and they can make better decisions. The YFL Family Mint offers an online portal specific to age, and it's for all of our children. And you think about the better future they can actually possess for themselves, having the skill sets much sooner. Now, there is a life insurance portion that the amazing presenter to follow is actually going to go over how you can qualify for that. It's very simple. You have online access. You can sign up today. You get to activate the services, and you can also schedule a consultation with our in-house customer support service to go over the details of getting the services in place and all set up for you. You will constantly have your username and password. This site is very friendly with setting up the details. Again, you get all of these services bundled up together. Now, if you think about how much these individual things cost, again, as I spoke on an attorney, what are they, about $500 an hour? If you think about creating a living will and trust, that as well requires an attorney time. I've heard anywhere from a range of 500 to 4-digit figures when it comes to the cost of that out of pocket. This is available to you in this entire membership, all bundled together. And even if you were to say, hey, Allstate, insure me for $1 million, what do you think that would cost? I want you to truly see that you're able to access all of these by our exclusive protection plan, next to none program for only $89 a month. So if you think about the average of about $3 a day, you can set yourself on a serious track to get started, change your credit score, and also change the projection of your life. There are several success stories. I'm going to see if it works with actually playing. Miss Bianca
Hello,
Diaz
my name is
here.
Bianca Diaz. I'm a Las Vegas real estate
Someone
agent.
could put in a 1 in the chat if they're able to hear
as
that.
a real estate agent, I just know the importance of credit, especially in today's day and age with the interest rates going up. So I had pretty bad credit. Had a little bit of imposter syndrome because I am a real estate agent telling people about the importance of credit so they can qualify to buy. However, I was walking around with a 457 credit score. I was recently divorced. I'm a single mom to 2 kids. So my credit took a beating from that divorce. After just 6 months, I was able to get 8 of my very own collections permanently removed from my credit report, which resulted in my score increasing by 87 points, which got me qualified to buy the very home that I am sitting in today. So I am just so extremely grateful.
Excellent. Let's take a listen here to Liliana.
Hey, my name is Lillian Dublina. So the tools and the resources inside the UCES protection plan not only help improve my credit scores, but they also help me understand the world of financial literacy. So outside of the dispute letters, I used the budgeting tool, which helped me find places in my budget where I was bleeding out. I also used the debt payoff calculator, which helped me pay off $30,000 worth of debt within a year and a half. So as a result, my credit scores went from a 545 to over a 750. My husband and I were also able to refinance and improve our home's equity at the same time. So because of UCES, I've learned the importance of organizing, building, protecting strengthened our financial life. And honestly, I became a realtor because of UCES, simply because I understand and I enjoy helping others achieve the same results and walking with them into home ownership. I'm completely grateful for this platform, as it has truly changed the trajectory of me and my family's life. Thank you so much for allowing me to take 2 minutes of your time to share my experience.
Excellent, excellent. So, as we heard as well, those two quick testimonies, folks, there is a great deal of success stories that have been collected throughout the years. And really, that was my quick overview and introduction to this. But just to be mindful of your time, I do want to point out, please get back to the individual who invited you tonight for additional details or any questions that you might have. And what I can tell you as well, we also want to truly maximize the ability to having our very, very top leader with this company. Now, I'm going to get myself out of the way, but you have to know who this individual is, right? Understand, I met this gentleman, and I'm grateful for how he has been a solid constant when it comes to this company, when it comes to this opportunity. His leadership and mentorship is next to none. He has succeeded in accomplishing well into the 8 figures of an income with this opportunity, and he's done so impacting thousands of lives. Now, although his life is fruits of all of the labor he's put into this year after year with growth, consistency, and commitment, sticking to his word and being an example, it didn't start out that way for him. I'd like for you to picture this. So while growing up and many years before, prior to being a part of this company, this individual knew what it was like to work for the Miami-Dade Sanitation Department while living in Section 8 housing with his mom at the time and multiple family members. It was a 2-bedroom apartment, and he was basically working where we vacation. But he always knew that there was something bigger, that there was something better out there. And throughout the years of his success with this story, he's been able to not only live in the southeast or southwest Florida region, he's also been able to have a custom home made all the way out on the West Coast, thanks to the rewards of being able to grow a successful business. He has been a leader's leader, a mentor amongst those who we look up and admire. He has actually been recognized on stages as far as the level of GoPro when it comes to the network marketing industry. And again, he's someone that we consistently continue learning from, growing from, and he's always extending his hand back out to take others along with him on this journey. He has been featured in news publications. He has actually been interviewed on television for his success story. He's been a true inspiration, hands down. He is a father, he's a husband, and he is a God-fearing man who as well has allowed this assignment to not stop with him. Understand, tonight, with the information you will be receiving, you can as well take the change, make some decisions, put them into action, and create your very own success story. He's what we call in our company a pinnacle senior vice president. He has as well hit the top level of the R&R club with this company, receiving a consistent monthly bonus for work he's done well in the past. But he's someone that will continue to take us on this journey with him. Again, someone I admire, someone I have a ton of respect for. And I would tell you, you want to listen to every single word this gentleman is going to share with us tonight. So I'm going to get myself out of the way. Please give all of your undivided attention to none other than Mr. Alfred Nixon himself, our Pinnacle Senior Vice President. Alfred, can you hear me?
Absolutely, Myra. I can hear you loud and clear. And thank you again for that warm introduction. You said a lot of great things about myself, but everybody put a 5 in the chat if you got value from what Miss Myra went over. I mean, talking about getting your buying power back, financial literacy, did such an eloquent job breaking down that protection plan and all of the success stories that we was able to help through this platform. And thank you so much, Myra, for just serving the team, serving your community with those services as one of our top leaders, as an executive sales director, leading a massive organization with our platform. So certainly want to give it back to you. And we want to welcome everybody on the call tonight. They left me the easy part. I get to talk about one of my favorite topics, and that's called making money. Now, we could agree that money isn't everything, but put a 5 in the chat if money ranks up there with oxygen, right? We need that to be able to go out there and make impacts in our communities. And One of the things that we got behind is the impact that we have with our services. One of the things we got back behind was, getting people their buying power back. You heard my story. I came from poverty, 2-bedroom apartment, 14 people, Section 8 living. When a loved one passed away in my community, we had to go do a GoFundMe account. We didn't have the education and the services that Ms. Myra went over. So when I seen this, not only did I see value for myself, I wanted to go help my community and educate them and get their buying power back. And so fast forward now 7 years. Could you believe that, Myra? Could you believe that, David, Jackie? 7 years with this company. We've helped thousands of people become homeowners, many of them who never thought they can even own a home. We've helped tens of thousands of people with the services, and tens of thousands of people we've helped make some significant income with our platform. So I'm going to go through the 6 different ways that blessed my life on how we got paid and how you get paid here with our platform. And then at the end, you can get back with the person that invited you and make an educated decision to see if this is a good fit for you, whether you come in as a customer with us or even join our business model. So let me jump right into it and break down how you will benefit financially. So welcome to United Wealth Education, ladies and gentlemen. Here's what I want to share with you, right? You're not the one if you become a consultant with us and share those wonderful benefits that Myra went over. I mean, how many people could agree that people need these services? Put a 1 in the chat if you see not just one of the services on here that somebody in your community could benefit from. Put a 1 in the chat if you know somebody that wants to improve and they score by 50 to 100 points. We all know people like that, right? So here's how the company breaks down. My question was like, okay, I can refer to people, but I don't have no time. Put a 3 in the chat if you busy, right? Multiple jobs. Maybe you got kids. Maybe you married. I had a full-time job working for the city of Miami. And so my question was like, what's required from me? Do I got to get licensed? Am I the one fixing the people's credit? How does that work? And ladies and gentlemen, it's very simple. You see where I say what you do? All you're doing is just simply referring people. Look at the bottom and say what we handle, which is the company. They're going to be the ones taking care of the paperwork. They're going to be the ones handling the credit restoration. They're going to be the ones with handling the technology. All we have to do is refer people, right? Company takes care of the client and you get paid, right? Now, again, every customer that you actually refer here on this platform, this protection plan membership, the company pays you $100. Every single customer that you play in, right? We got people on our team that's bringing in 10 customers a week. That's $1,000 a week. We got people on our team bringing in 30 customers a week. That's $3,000 a week. And again, this is just the first of 6 ways you get paid here. Now, here's how we've been able to dominate the customer base, right? Here's an idea that you can use if you start building this business. These are some of the people we actually partner up with. Real estate agents. They deal with people with bad credit on a daily basis. So you get a partnership with them, they sending you referrals. Car dealership salesmen. They deal with people. When I walk in car dealerships, I ask them how many people they turn down a month. How could I show you a way to not only help you increase your line, but have you get qualified buyers? So they're sending me all of these referrals, right? Tax professionals. A lot of their clients may need some service that we talked about. So these are the people that we partner with. These are some of the people that you can partner with as well. Again, you make $100 every time you refer a customer. That's the first way we get paid. You also get $12 a month, right? You heard earlier, Myra talked about $179, $89 a month. Well, as long as that customer paid the $89, you pick up a $12 a month residual. Every single month that customer pays that membership. Now, I got customers that's been paying for 3 years, 4 years, even 5 years. They've been on the membership, and you're able to get a residual income. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, David. $12 I wasn't really impressed. But as I started to understand compounding residual income, these $12 started to add up when you start building a customer base. And so that led me to my next question. Bringing in customers, I got it. I make 100, I get 12 a month. What if I build a team? See, we got people on this call that got influence. We got people on this call that's done businesses like this. Pay for doing that as well. If I go grow me an organization, They said, Alfred, not only do you get paid, every time you bring in a new business partner and we help them get 2 customers, the company is going to give you an expansion bonus. I said, wow, what that expansion bonus look like? They said, Alfred, the bonus is anywhere from $100 to $560. And they said, it doesn't stop there. They said, remember I said you make $12 a month residually for all the customers you bring in, Alfred? I said, yeah. He said, well, what if I told you if you were to build a team, your people gonna go get customers anyways, because again, that's how they get paid. They make $100 every customer. So as your team get customers, what if I told you you make $3 a month residually for all the customers your team bring on board through the first few levels? We got people on our team that got 1,000 customers in their organization. That's $3 grand a month. We got people that got 5,000 customers within their organization. That's $15,000 a month. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to a point where me personally, just in my group alone, had 61,000 customers. Imagine doing that math, 61,000 times $3. That's over 180 grand a month just off of this one way we get paid. And so that led me to saying, okay, you said 100 to 160. I get the 3 for all of the customers I bring in, 12 for that and 100 for this. How do I get to the 560? To bring in customers and business partners, you get promoted, you get a pay raise. The first promotion now for this field trainer is you going out there getting a handful of people in your business. But they say if you really want to make money, type in the chat if y'all really want to see the money. They said, if you really want to make money, we got to get you to the money position. Circle this and write this down if you're taking notes. They say, Alfred, we got to get you the sales director like yesterday. That's the first money position where now you're earning $380 every time you bring somebody in this thing as a rep. I say, hold on, let me get this straight. You mean to tell me if I bring in 10 business partners and I help them get the 2 you mean to tell me I can make $3,800? He said, Alfred, not only could you make the $3,800 as sales director, you still getting paid the $100 if you bring in a customer. That's just if you go out there and build a team. You will make that $3,800 if you were to recruit 10 people. Now, you heard earlier from Myra. She's an executive sales director. She's making $475 every time she brings somebody in. So if she were to recruit 10 people, that's $4,700 for the week. What about that vice president where you're making $500 every time you get somebody in? Again, these bonuses can go as high as $560. And so I was sold. I was sold, number one, Jackie, because of the services. I needed it myself. Number 2, I knew my community needed. I didn't have to go out there and sell anything. All I had to do was communicate a service that everybody needs or they knew somebody that needed. I didn't have to convince anybody to join. This wasn't a potion or a lotion or a vitamin. It was a service that can take people to the next level in their finances. I don't know if y'all know what's happening right now, but inflation is at an all-time high. Interest rates are at, one of the highest it's been in a long time. And so people need money. They need our services. Their credit been getting shot. People got late payments, credit cards being ran up. We have a solution to help the people, and the company gonna pay us money like this? It was a no-brainer. So I said, listen, I'm in. Here go my credit card. I'm sold. What I gotta do next? Send me the link. They said, sir, we can't send you the link. I said, listen, sir, I don't need to be sold. I don't even like sitting in presentations. This makes sense. I want to get in. He said, Alfred, you have to see the next way we get paid. We just scratching this. You haven't seen the next way we got paid. He said, have you ever seen a business where every quarter or maybe every year they have a revenue share with the executives? Put a 3 in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. Companies, big executives, you get revenue share, right? If you're a part of the firm, if you're one of the partners, right? Many people know what I'm talking about. Well, here's what our company do. Once you become a sales director, they give you an infinity bonus. We call it a coded bonus right now. We're based off of the revenue you and your team do. Once you become a sales director, you get a percentage of that. It started at 0.5%, right? Let's go to executive sales. You get 1% of that. Executive vice president, David Marquez, he's getting 2% of $500,000 a month every single month, meaning he's making 6 figures a year just off of this one way he get paid. That's 10 grand a month. Remember I said we get paid 6 different ways. What happened when you hit senior vice president? Put a 2 in the chat if you in a relationship. if you got a spouse. See, if you got a spouse, that should be your first enrollment. I got my wife involved. We got 2 incomes in one household. She got her position, I got my position. Senior vice president, you talking about $22,500 a month. That's at the bare minimum, just at this position. Senior regional vice president, I got a few of those in my group. Mike Burgo, shout out to him. Bruce Rochester. They get 2.5% of 2.5 million. Not every year, this is every month. $62,500 a month. Are you kidding me? And when you hit the top level, I was very fortunate. I followed the simple system. Didn't have no big network. Didn't know how to talk in front of people. I followed a simple system. Found people that was better than me. And because of leaders like Myra, because of leaders like Jackie, because of leaders like David, I was able to become a Pinnacle Senior Vice President, which means our business as a group, not me by myself, it takes team. If you a selfish person, this business ain't for you. You might want to just be a customer. But if you enjoy helping people, you're going to make a lot of money with this business and a big impact. At Pinnacle, you getting 3% of 10 million. Man, if they would have told me that I could make 300,000 a year when I first seen this business, I would have been like, man, that's crazy. You mean to tell me people can make that a month? Just off of this one way you get paid, just off of a bonus from the volume you and your team doing? Man, this was a no-brainer, right? And what we seen here. Now, here's the great thing. It's a complete turnkey business. They give you your own website, marketing material, and you also get paid every single week. And one of the biggest things for me growing up in South Florida is the life insurance. I've seen too many people pass away and we had to do a GoFundMe account. What if I told you, now you don't get this as a customer, you got to become a rep in the firm. What if I told you if you decide to become a business partner, they're going to give you up to $100,000 in life insurance with no medical exam? We got people that join our team just to take advantage of the life insurance. They may not be able to get approved nowhere else. So that's all included within your platform if you decide to become a partner. And guess what it's going to cost you? Less than $300. $290 to get started, $89 a month. Are you kidding me? Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know if I wanted to commit to the $89 a month. That was something I was uncomfortable with. But when they showed me this, I said, listen, bro, I'm all in. I'm going to blow this thing up. They said, Alfred, once you refer 5 people, bro, the $89 fee gets waived. I said, so you mean to tell me if I go get 5, I don't got to never pay the 89? He said, not only if you never got to pay the 89, you go get 5, you made your investment back in probably a profit. I got my 5 people immediately, ladies and gentlemen. And so that's pretty much how it works. Again, if you want to be a customer, $179 to get started. If you want to decide to become a rep like I did, I said, why would I just become a customer? When I could pay $100 more, a little bit over 100 more, become a rep, I get all the benefits the customer get, and I'm able to take away of those 6 ways we get paid and get life insurance. Man, it was a no-brainer. I got started, ladies and gentlemen, started off very part-time, didn't look back, and the rest has been history. And so I just want to encourage you, ladies and gentlemen, to, take in. Hopefully I was able to communicate with you tonight where you can, have be able to make an educated decision. I still can't believe a $300 investment turned into tens of millions of dollars in earnings. I would have never thought that in a million years. I said to myself, the worst thing that can happen is I'm going to get my credit fixed. You talk about a company that's been around for nearly 20 years, help people take it to the next level with their credit. And so we believe, we've seen the results, we followed the system, and we serve the people. And so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, get back with the person that invited you. Have a conversation with them. What they're going to do is they're going to send you a link. They're going to send you a link where you can get your services set up. They're going to send you a link where you can activate your account. And if you're one of the few chosen people that decide to get started tonight, they're going to add you to an exclusive group called Millionaire Mindset. And we're going to go over a game plan. It's not just a business for us. When you join, you're joining a family. You're not doing anything by yourself. We're going to help you. So if you're a person that feel like you don't know how, you don't need to know how to do it. We have a system. They're going to train you. You're going to work with the best and help you get to the next level. And so last thing I want to cover is we also have business funding. If you're a business owner or you know people that's business owners, we can help them get funded up to $10 million. And so the platform here is just absolutely insane. and we're taking things to the next level. We closing this last quarter strong. It's a wealth transfer happening. 2024, it's going to be a massive year. And you had an opportunity to listen to a platform, to listen to a company that you can be a part of that's going to make a massive impact. And so thank you guys so much for jumping on the call tonight. Get back with the person that invited you, and we'll see you all at the top. Thanks again, Jackie, for opening the call up. Excellent job, Myra, for breaking down the services. Again, get back with the person that invited you, and we'll see you at the top. Y'all be blessed.